Hello, my lovelies. Here I am. It has been a while since I've done a live. Obviously, I think my last live was first part of December sometime, so I've made it back. All right, so today I am going to check on you guys. How was your holiday? We had several holidays from the last time that I was here. And so in our house, we celebrate various different things. We celebrate Yule and solstice and Christmas. Mostly it's just an excuse for us to be with our kids, our family. So we're not too terribly focused on gifts or anything of that nature. It's literally about food and family. So anyway, I do know how yours was, dear. I'm hoping that we have some more people show up here. That would be great. Hello, Miss Terry. Happy New Year. Yay. Do you like it? I told you were going to laugh at it when you saw me. So I've been talking to Terry via text. We text back and forth all day long for most every day. So anyway, hi Deb, how are you? I know Terry's got some great news. She is taking her farm business, and she is just absolutely she's going to kill it this year. She is going to kill it this year. Hello, Benson Over Acres. How are you? Happy New Year to you. It has been a while. Yes, it has. And yes, so Yule is in pagan tradition, it's 12 days of the first 12 days of winter. And so the tradition of Yule was that you would cut down the year long enough so that the log would burn. Okay, so you would usually cut down a tree from your property, and this was, back in a time where everyone had very large hearths and very large fireplaces. This is how they heated their homes. So the idea of it was that you cut down this very long piece of tree log, and you put in all of your good intentions, and you give it all of your bad vibes for the year that you've had, and it's a way to absolve yourself of any negativity. Hello, Jane A. How are you? So the whole idea was to take this log and you put it into the hearth and you start burning it, and you burnt it for 12 continuous days, and hopefully you cut enough wood that it would burn for the entirety of the 12 days from the winter solstice until the 1st of January, first part of the year. So then you were hoping that you would have enough left over then at the end of Yule, the 12 days of Christmas, as as the Christians have coined it, and that you would save that piece, and that's what you would start your next year's Yule log with. So that is where the tradition of Yule came from. Oh, okay. Taking out the trash. You're always this is your Monday night routine, isn't it, Deb? So I personally celebrated Yule. I put up a short here on YouTube, and I put up a video on TikTok and on Clapper. I am now on Clapper as well. And I put a video up on Instagram that transferred over, obviously, to the Royal Amethyst Acres business page. So it was showing my Yule log and my altar setup that I have on top of my piano, and my winter Christmas tree, and my gnome, my gnome tree. I am in love with gnomes. I love them. So that is basically all I did for that. We spent a lot of time with our kids. It was nice. It was wonderful to have all of our kids around. And mostly our son. He came back and stayed for, geez, how many days was he back for? I think he came home on the 21st or 22nd. I don't remember what day it was. And it would have been the 22nd, I guess, because he had a party that day. So he came home on that day, that night, and he stayed with us all the way through. Let's see, he went home on, I think the day, maybe the 26th, I believe. I honestly don't know. Yeah, it had to have been the 26th. And then our son-in-law, Seth, his birthday was the 30th, so we ended up going bowling. Well, I did. Tony has had a nasty respiratory something or other, and he was down for about 2 or 3 days, so pumped him full of decongestants and vitamins, and so he's feeling lots better. So, anywho, New Year's Eve, we didn't do anything. We were supposed to go to some friend's house, about 3 hours away, and we were going to stay the night. But there was an impending storm, which J&A just asked me about. Yeah, so we did not get the snow. We've got a dusting. We got, for the most part, at least in our area, we got a just basically a dusting. We got mostly sleet. And so it was freezing cold. We had well below zero temperatures for several days, and it was just a crappy weather front that went through. It was not good. But even with Tony being sick, then on New Year's Eve, we just thought it's just not a good idea to travel anywhere. First of all, the weather. Secondly, which was coming in on New Year's Day. But first of all, the weather, and then he just was not feeling well. So, all right. So what has everybody been up to? How was everybody's holiday? Or holidays, I should say. Same thing, different day. And no, we did not get bombed with the snow. And I'm sure you do have your good and your bad days. I was going to ask you how close you are on getting your service dog. Have you made any progress on that? Deb almost bought me a naughty gnome that looks like it's peeing in the garden. Ah, I would love that. My soldier got to come home for 17 days. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's sucky that he's gone again, but hey. Yeah, we're still frozen. We got above freezing today. We've been above freezing the last couple of days. No, yesterday we did not hit. I think we hit right at freezing, right at 32. Currently, it is, let's see, it is 29 degrees right now with the wind chill, and that makes it feel like 20 degrees. So fun times. And we do have a low overnight of 2 degrees. So I will say though, I'm looking at the weather forecast for the week, and it's just so up and down with temperatures. It's a complete roller coaster. So I had to take advantage of a little bit warmer weather this morning, and I cleaned out the chicken coop. And I cleaned out the big wooden nesting box. And if you follow me on TikTok, and I think I posted it, I shared it to Instagram as well, and on Clapper. I did not put it here. I don't believe on YouTube. So if you follow me, you saw that I had made a while back, I had made nesting boxes out of Tidy Cat's litter buckets. And my girls are just a touch too big for them. So my son-in-law works for a company that deals with I can't remember exactly what it is. It's a high protein, it's basically blood, animal blood from processed rendered animals. And anyway, they get these big buckets that are just like the Tidy Cats buckets, but they're much bigger. So I replaced the 2 Tidy Cats buckets with those today and put straw and DE with herbs in it. So I'm hoping that the chickens are liking it, but I don't know. I have one, Ethel, my sapphire gem olive egger. She has decided that she just wants to sleep alone on the top of the wooden nesting box. Like, she's so antisocial. And last night, I don't know if it was Luna or if it was Pepper that was hanging half out of the nesting box, just hanging out, just kind of looking around, chilling out. Okay, I guess, whatever trips your little trigger there. Let's see here. The first few days of this new year have sucked. Yes, I know, they kind of have. For Victoria, my daughter, is also sick. And hopefully you're getting some relief at this point, by this point. So that is awesome. She bought you a puppy to train. That's fantastic. Yay. Yes, you should keep trying. And it is so expensive. It is so expensive to train a dog. It is so, I mean, for medical reasons, it is extremely expensive. So I think you can do it. You'll have to be determined enough to do it. Let's see here. Deb, I'm still dealing with bad plumbing and trying to get rid of bursitis in my hip. Oh, it's not just old people stuff, but I guess you could call it, maybe I am old too. And house plumbing, yes. Right? Yay for the puppy. That is so awesome. A boxer named Loki. I had a black kitty named Loki. I loved him. He was my familiar. Now Demon. Demon really is my familiar. And so on the subject of animals, we have our oldest husky, Romeo. He's not doing fantastic. He doesn't have very good control of his hind legs anymore, and he doesn't have very good control over his bladder and all of those things. So all he does is really, he whines, and he just kind of bulldozes his way through the house. He will not stop drinking. I sincerely think that he is just, I really feel like he has diabetes insipidus. He eats okay, but he's drinking like gallons of water a day. It is insane how much water he's actually drinking. So yes, bursitis is awful. So we are discussing and debating as to whether or not, or when exactly, we probably should take him into the vet and put him to rest. And which is kind of sad, but then again, it's not, because I'm over it. I'm over a lot of the crap that's going on with that dog. Let me just tell you. So, okay. You're able to breathe through your nose normally again. Yay! Oh, yep. Yep. Did you ever, well, I'll discuss that with you later, Bugs. So I agree. Romeo has probably lived this long out of pure spite. You're probably correct in that. So while we are on the subject of animals as well, still, and the chickens, I told you that I'd created the new nesting boxes. I'm hoping that they're going to be utilized because the girls, they seemed to want to get into the other ones, into the Tidy Cats buckets, but they just really didn't fit in there very well. So I'm really hoping that they utilize these bigger buckets. And my whole goal this year is to get my shed converted, finish up the conversion from my shed to a permanent chicken coop, and to fence in, a very large area for them. And I'll probably have to cover it simply for overhead predators and, all of these things. We have a lot of raccoon, a lot of opossum, and we actually have these raccoons that they are so entertaining. They're so funny, but they come up and they eat the cat food with the cats. Well, we now have opossums that do that as well. And this one sincerely looks like a pig. He has a pig nose. It's freaking hilarious. And he has been lovingly, all of the opossums are now lovingly named Harold. That's what my son has named them all. We've had 2 of them, but he's like, nope, they're all Harolds. Okay. And all the raccoon are Randys. Okay. Harold and Randy. So, yeah. It's been quite an adventure over the last few months, and with all of the wildlife. I filled up the bird feeders, the big wild bird feeders today, and what was amusing about it is I barely got the things hung back up, and there were birds just flocked to it, which was great to see. But then I come in the house after I had made the girls' nesting boxes, and I had cleaned out the wooden nesting box and fed and watered them. I had come in the house. I was taking off my Carhartts, and I turned around and looked out the window of the door, and there's this red-headed woodpecker, and he's picking up a piece of cat food. I'm like, you ding-dong, there are black oil sunflower seeds over in those bird feeders. Go get some of those. He took off with a piece of cat food. I thought, wow, you guys are crazy. So the animals have been entertaining over the last month or so. Really entertaining. And yeah, I'm trying to be really optimistic about all of those things. And I'm hoping that with the shed, with the conversion to the coop from the shed, as the shed conversion, I'm really hoping to build better roosting bars, but then better nesting boxes on platforms. And I will angle it so that the buckets sit down inside of them, and I'll use those buckets that I was given, because I can always get more as well. Yay. For free. So I'll use those then inside as nesting boxes. And I am really looking, and I will keep the Tidy Cats buckets and clean them out and pretty them up, because I'd really like to start getting silky bantams and all of that fun stuff. So I really want to start hatching. I would love to start hatching eggs, and I would love to start, my own breeding, chicken breeding program. So let's hope, right? All right. I had to have my horse of 27 years put down. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. That is so hard. That is so hard to do. It is. Sometimes it is the final act of kindness, and that's kind of the thing with the dog. He's like 12 or 13 years old, and most huskies are, by the time they hit 12 or 13 years old, they're really starting to show their age. Romeo has definitely aged a lot harder and a lot faster than our previous husky, Stasia. We had Stasia for 17 years before we had to put her down. And it was just, she had no control over anything, and she was miserable. So that was our final act of kindness. And I will tell you that the day we took her in to have her put down, to watch the look on her face was absolutely horrifying and heartbreaking. Like, it absolutely shattered my heart. And I think that's probably why I'm hesitant to do that with Romeo, because, he's been a part of our family for so long, for the last almost 8 years. So we got him when he was about 5. He was about 5 years old. So, hi, Kat. Thank you. Do I look adorbs? It is really tough. It is really tough to put our fur babies down, regardless of how big or little they are. It is very horrible. It is. It's extremely saddening, and it's heartbreaking, and so I'm not looking forward to it. Even though I'm all over I'm all over Romeo being a pain in my butt, I am still, I'm dreading it. I'm completely dreading it. It was hard. The vet was wonderful. Hubby and I both crying. I was sobbing. I was absolutely sobbing over Stasia. It was horrible. And all I kept saying was, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you. I'm so sorry. And the vet is just like, he was like emotionless, and he was kind of looking at me like, you're being a little bit overly dramatic, aren't you? And, Tony was trying to console me, and he was crying, and it was just not a good situation. But I didn't want her to be alone. And I'm not going to want Romeo to be alone either. So everyone is starting to feel a lot better. I was fighting migraines off and on through Christmas and New Year's, and I'm not real sure. But a lot of it ended up being sinus, so I'm not 100% sure. And Tony is feeling a lot better. So I'm going to give you actually an update on that whole situation. So I have, oh yeah, did you have him cremated, or did you have him, or did you just have somebody come bury him? Because I'm going to cremate. I'm going to have to cremate. I'm not digging a hole in the middle of winter with the frozen ground, trying to bury a dog. I'm just not going to do a big dog at that. So I have decided that I have big goals in mind I have big goals for 2022 for our business. And so I am doing a lot of pushing and a lot of research. And I got some more information today, so I'm excited about that. and I'm just going to continue to do this. I'm working on stuff for the city, and I was looking at some of that stuff today. We are finalizing a sale. Well, actually, no, we're having public hearing on a sale of city property on Wednesday. So we're excited. We're trying to move forward and make our town a great place to live again. So I sent pictures of Loki to your messenger, so if you want to show him, you can. Okay, I will. We had a backhoe come. Oh yeah, I know. I'm telling you, it's been a shit show the last 2 or 3 years. Like 2020 was just terrible, and I feel like in a lot of instances 2021 just said, ha ha ha, hold my beer and watch this. And I'm really hoping that 2022 isn't gonna laugh even harder. I'm hearing a lot of things coming out, truths coming out now, and I listen to a lot of stuff. You would be very surprised. It's part of the reason why I'm not so much on all of the social media platforms. Like, I'm on them, but I'm not necessarily I'm looking at different things. Let me just say that. So goals for the business are set very high expectations, and I'm really I'm just going to kind of push forward really hard on that to help Tony be successful with Middle of Nowhere Studio. But also I'm going to get into a couple of different things and moving forward as well. So not only will I be worrying about, the financial side of things, I will actually be contributing a lot of my own product. So I have a lot of personal goals this year. I have a lot of business goals this year. I have a lot of homesteading goals this year. And I feel like if I discuss them, however, and I tell the world that they'll never come true, they'll never come to fruition. So I am going to play the vague card there, but know that I am working really hard. I kind of started off with a bang. Tony was feeling so much better yesterday that he went out and decided he wanted to just do some airbrush sketching. And within a couple of hours, he had made a beautiful portrait of Lagertha from the show Vikings. And it took him a couple of hours. And within an hour after he had posted that, it was sold. So, yay! We're off to, I'm hoping, a fantastic start right out of the gate with that. So we are going to push really, really hard. I put in an order for more heat. I'm going to move forward with my shirt stuff, and essentially what I'm doing is I am trying to make the heat press successful enough for me that I can roll that into the next thing that I'm wanting to do, which will take us to the next level, I'm hoping. So, and then once all of that is recouped, I'll start rolling that over into the next endeavor. And so I have, what I'm hoping for is that within 4 years, I've hit all 4 of these goals. And I really think that I could probably do that this year. I'll be able to hit my first 2 goals, I'm hoping. And then for 2023, I'll move into the next endeavor and recoup all of that stuff and then move into the next one in 2024. And by 2025, things will be, I'm hoping, I am optimistic about it, and I am pushing for it. But I'm hoping very much to be very successful in a big, fully functioning, like complete, full service art studio. So lots of stuff on the horizon, lots of changes coming down the pipe. Yeah. So we're pushing. I'm pushing super hard because I want to make this happen. And so Tony's like, just tell me what I got to do and I'll do it. So I got a good partner there. Let's see what else. I wrote down some things, some points, some talking points. So they are fantastic goals. They really are. I'm rolling the heat press stuff into another type of apparel stuff, and then moving that over into the next type of apparel production, and then the following year will be the next. So essentially what's going to happen is within the next 4 years, 3 to 4 years, I will have probably 3 years, I'm hoping. Within the next 3 years, that will be a full service from extremely simple to very complicated machinery to produce apparel goods. So, yes, Kat, I would love to do that. Yes. So yeah, I'm really hoping my homesteading goals are. Hi, Gossmania, how are you? So my goals actually for the homestead do include upping my chicken game. So I do want to make it I would love to be able to make my own breeding program, chicken breeding program. So the more that I can, trade, buy, whatever, and just continue to reproduce, the better. So cold in Mississippi, you're cold. Oh my goodness, girl. Oh, I don't know which one. I don't know. I guess which one of you is on. Yes, Easter Acres are in. They are on my radar, but I really want to focus, and I'm going to focus probably on Easter Acres and Silkies, and particular breeds to start with. But then I really want to move into rare breeds and start producing. So, yay! Terry, Organic Raw Roots Farm. So Terry, Terry raises peacocks. She's starting to raise peacocks. So I'm wondering then, you said she had told me not yesterday, but the day before, that she had a sick peacock or what have you. And then she had, today she told me that one of her, was it your Barnvelder that hurt her leg? We lost our Easter egg rooster. Oh no. Yeah, have to start new. Yeah, so I actually have a wish list, and on Murray McMurray Hatchery, because they're an hour and 15 minutes away from me. I'm not. Hoover Hatchery is here in Iowa as well. It's Rudd, Iowa, but I I can't remember exactly how far away they are from me. So that's where I'm starting, is with Iowa hatcheries. And coincidentally, I'm moving that also with, I am going to buy the bulk of my seeds for seed starting and my gardening this year from a company here in Iowa, Seed Savers Exchange. They are an amazing family-owned and run company over in around the Davenport area, or Dubuque area, I think. And so I really, really, really want to go see their grounds, but I'm going to order most of my seeds from there. And the next one then will be actually, I don't know how many of you know about Mary's Heirloom Seeds. She has just recently relocated from California to Texas. And I have bought several seeds from her, and my seeds have been of phenomenal quality. She does amazing work with her seeds. She just, like, I've had 100% success with germination rates. Obviously I don't control weather, so weather will do that, but we'll take care of one way or the other, make them good or bad. But the seeds themselves are of fantastic quality. And so she will be after I get all of my stuff from Seed Savers, then I will be ordering from her. And then I'm going to get some really weird, I want to get some really weird stuff, uncommon things from Baker Creek. I absolutely love Baker Creek. I've always had very good luck with their seeds as well. And then the next one will be High Mowing, and they are all organic. So those are the 4 places I'll be ordering seeds from. And on that note, I've already started planning my garden, and I've already started deciding on where I'm going to locate things. And I am working on, I still have the same architectural plan in my head and on paper. I'm still going to go with that, but I'm going to have to put that one together slowly, because it's going to cost a lot of money to build raised beds, to build all of these raised beds that I'm going to need. But I really, truly, I want to do that. So I figured if I can build 1 or 2, maybe 3 of the beds that I have in my plan throughout this year, and then next year I'll add 2 or 3 more or whatever, and just kind of go from there and just add things as I go. It'll take me a while to complete it because it's very elaborate. It is very elaborate. And I have shown my plans before. So I got your silkies, your Easter eggers, and Polish. And rare turkeys. I know, yay! Okay, so what that means is I'm going to have to come to Florida and get them from you, or you're going to have to come to Iowa and bring them to me. The same way with Cat, I'm either going to have to go to Kentucky to pick up, to trade eggs, or vice versa. So it'll be fun, though. It'll be lots of fun. We sell our chickens that we hatch out, barnyard mixes, and full barred rock. Oh, barred rocks are fantastic. They are fantastic producers. They're great egg layers. I don't have any, but I've heard that they're very dependable. So, and you got silkies, yay! She got her leg caught in a bar. Oh no, Pooey. She'll probably be, honestly, Terry, she'll probably be okay. Just keep an eye on her. Do I need some loofah seeds? I will gladly take more loofah seeds. Yes, I absolutely will. I I love Loofah. So one of my personal goals this year was to create more bath and beauty products, learn how to do those, and also cosmetics, natural makeups, natural cosmetics. So I'm hoping I can get moved into that. So absolutely, I will do loofah. I'll make all the bath soap scrubbies. Your best egg layers are your foghorn leghorns. Yeah, that's awesome. Now, are those the leghorns? Are they part of? Because I don't know much about leghorns. Are they a Cornish? Are they kind of a Cornish cross mix? I know they're usually white, and so I would think that they're probably bigger than the Cornish, though, right? Yes, I might actually, Deb, start hatching quail just to have diversity. I want to do diverse things. I don't, but I think I also don't want to get overly, I don't want to get in over my head either. So I'm kind of thinking I might start off with, like 1 or 2 breeds at a time and try to develop like each year 1 or 2 breeds and really get to know the breeds and really get to the, down to the good breeding patterns and, whittle it down to the great genes. So I really just I would love to have a menagerie of poultry. So quail are actually on my radar. And I will tell you that my favorite just to look at are the button quail. Because they're so little, they're so stinking cute. I love them. But I don't know how good they would be for, I guess I don't know how good they would be for, processing and consuming. They're probably way too small. I think they're probably more of a pet thing. So back to the whole seed thing. My front porch, I've been working on it off and on, but I'm turning my front porch into an indoor greenhouse. And I've been talking about this for a while, and I have, at this point, I'm taking down all of the winter stuff. My tree is it's getting put away. The decorations, the lights, all of those things actually I'm throwing away all of my lights because the strands, only half of them work. So I have been assured that next year I will be getting new lights, or this year, I guess. I will be getting new lights and decorations for my decorating season. So so I have a couple of ideas in mind for once I get that stuff put away and I go to start seeds. I have one of my seed racks out there right now. I'm going to take I've already disinfected the cage that I had my sugar gliders in. They've all passed. So the cage that I had my sugar gliders in, I disinfected really well. And I'm going to try to figure out how to make that a brooder. So that's going to be, so I'm going to try and put chicks in there as a brooder until, they are old enough to go out into the rest of the flock. But I have one plant rack in there right now, growing rack with lights. And I need to move my other one in there, but I've got to get all of my decorations down first. And I'm going through a lot of stuff, and I am getting rid of a lot of stuff. So those are the plans anyway. But I'm trying to configure the front porch, how to keep it bright enough and warm enough it's fairly warm. It stays pretty warm. It's not because it's completely closed off from the outside, and so you can walk in through the dining room into the front porch. And it's always been that way. So it's kind of heated because the vent is right above the doorway that goes into the front porch. But I was thinking, a really cheap way of creating a highly reflective area and hopefully to keep the heat in is to cover the walls with, if nothing else, cover it with cheap dollar store aluminum foil. It would be reflective. If I can, I would really like to put the foam insulation, the foam board insulation that's already silver on the walls. I would love to be able to put sheets of that up. And I think that would be, and I have a lot of natural light coming from, because it faces south. And so I have a lot of natural light coming in as well. So I'm thinking that I can temperature control it pretty well. But I've got to find the cheapest way. And really, I guess all I can do is experiment, right? So those are my growing goals. And then once I get all of the seedlings going, I also will be using the buckets that my son-in-law brings me to grow indoors. And I've got the stackable planters that I'll probably grow the herbs in, frankly. And so I think I'm pretty set up. I'm pretty well set up. It's a matter of experimenting with heat and light control. I really do think. So all of that stuff will be going out and then into the garden. And yeah, it's a lot to contend with. It's a lot to try to manage. But I really do want to, I want to make it work. I really want to make it work, and I want to make it successful. So I am putting forth a lot more effort than I was prior. So I'm also going to work on this room and destashing a lot of the craft stuff and try and just use up a lot of the material that I have in here. And then I can, that'll declutter things for one. And then I can I have an antique bed that I'd like to put in here. And I'll need to clean it up, and I have to find a mattress for it. I think it's a full size, but I'm not positive. But it's an antique brass bed, or maybe it's iron. It's not iron. It's got to be brass bed. But anyway, it was my great grandmother's. So I really need to get it cleaned up and put in here. And that way then this room not only will be my craft room, but it'll be a guest room again. So yay. Okay. Well, I feel like I just had word vomit. So what are your guys' goals then for this year? I don't make resolutions. I make goals. And the reason I don't do resolutions is because for whatever reason, I fail every single time. So I set goals. And I know I've said this before. So obviously now I've got goals for our business. I've got goals for my homesteading stuff. Got chicken goals and garden goals. So What are you most looking forward to this year? And hopefully somebody will answer that. What I'm really hoping for is that this whole situation with what's going on globally, I'm really hoping for this situation to die down and just be done. I'm sick of it. It's going to be a part of life. We need to live with it. We need to just move on with life, right? And do the best we can. I think that as individuals and as a nation, we need to really push for better health for people. And, we need to get back to our roots, our agrarian roots. I think that the processed stuff that we ingest it's ruining our health, and obesity is rampant. It's an epidemic, I personally feel. And that leads to so many other health issues that nobody is healthy anymore. I mean, the stuff that we ingest and the processing, oh my gosh, the processing. So I'm really kind of hoping that this year leans back more toward being a healthier version of yourself. Vegas in May? Yeah, that'll be fun. That will be fun. So what fun times are you looking forward to? Well, hello, Bandana Grandma. How are you? We are just chit-chatting about, well, I had word vomit about all of the things. So all of the things that I want to do and need to do and and all of that. So we are hoping that this year we get back to, well, so in November, Tony went to SEMA for the car that he did. And we're both looking forward to it, but it sounds like we might be, it's still up in the air because it's only January, but it sounds like we might be going back to SEMA, and this time I'll be going with. So I have my fingers crossed because I would love to go to Vegas, and I would love to go to SEMA. I do like cars, especially customization. I like that. I really want to see a lot of things in Vegas on the Strip. So, I'm excited for that. Yeah, there's so many things that I want to do. I want to see Fremont Street, and I want to see Paris, that would be a great one because I'm obsessed with Paris. But yeah, and we're gearing up. We are actually gearing up to, part of the reason why we're pushing so hard this year for a successful middle of nowhere studio business year is because in May of 2023, we're supposed to go to Germany, and it's for Tony's birthday, for his 50th, and he wants to go home at least one more time before he's too old to go. So most of you know he was an army brat, and he was born in Germany. So we have German relatives over there. I have family that has moved over there as well. I have a cousin actually that moved over there, And so she's excited because she's like, oh, come over, if you are here, you've got to come see me, you've got to come stay with us. So we're excited for that, and I'm hoping that our year is successful enough financially that we are able to take the entire family, but we shall see. Camping and boating, yes. I want to do a lot of that as well. Not necessarily boating, but camping, yes. I would love to be able to get the Airstream out and just go see things. Go boondocking. Like, I would love to go boondocking with my Airstream. I adore my Airstream. So, looking into going into an ice bar, RuPaul's Drag Race, Vegas Strip, and clubbing. I don't think you're going to be able to handle much of that, Bugs. I could be wrong. But how long are you planning on staying? Are you going for a full week? Or, sorry, the ice went into my mouth, so I have to get rid of it. I am currently having a drink. I have decided that I'm going to try to cut soda out again, other than in my drinks, in my mixed drinks. I'm going to try, I want to experiment more with bartending and mixing my own stuff. So, hello, Darren. How are you? And the beautiful Brigitte. We are doing well now. We are moving ahead full steam. So, I'm hoping that the gods are smiling upon you as well. It sounds like they are. Your video, I watched your video today on the skis, the downhill racing skis, and it's funny, one of the boys being on the sled on the Ski-Doo. So that was pretty funny. Thor looked like he was, or Thor, Odin. Odin looked like he was having a great time in the snow. So it's great that he's still a puppy, that he likes to do that stuff. So good. I'm glad to hear that. Are you watching me from the hot tub? Having a libation in the hot tub? So I have been following, I've always had kind of an interest anyway in creating mixed drinks and having like a full bar and all that fun stuff, just for personal use. Nothing, I don't want to open a bar. But I like to mix stuff just to see if it tastes good. So, oh, you're not in the hot tub yet? Oh, so I have been watching this guy on TikTok, and Terry will know exactly who I'm talking about. Good Lord Gatsby. I've been watching him on TikTok, and he tries different drinks, but he is a big fan of banana flavor, and I am too. I'm a huge fan of banana daiquiris or banana margaritas. Like, I love banana. I love chocolate. I love caramel. I love coffee. Like, those are my flavors. And anyway, he was talking about, as most of you know, I am a huge fan of Captain Morgan. Captain Morgan spiced rum. I love it. And I love Kraken. Kraken is even darker, and it's even like, it's even better. It's like, it's smoother. But I got introduced by this gentleman on TikTok to bamboo rum, Bumbu. It is bamboo rum. They also make a bamboo cream, and So my son, when he was back for the holidays, bought me a bottle of bamboo rum. And I'm telling you that this, like, I'm a huge fan of Captain. This is better. I like this a whole lot. So if you guys are into that, I suggest getting a bottle. It's honestly, it's about the same price as Captain for a 750 milliliter bottle. It's got a nice cork stopper. It doesn't. It's got like these. I don't know how to explain. How do I explain the taste? It tastes like spiced rum, but at the end, there's those end notes, and they're kind of fruity, and it is so smooth. And even so, Tony doesn't like Captain Morgan. He just doesn't like Captain at all. He doesn't like spiced rum. Okay, he's not a fan of rum, period. He likes this. So that will be one that we'll keep on hand, I'm sure. Spiced rums do give, yeah, they'll give me, if I drink too much of it, it'll give me heartburn really badly. Coincidentally, I heard something about the current health issue going on, and a heartburn medication, which I will not name because I don't want to get anybody in any hot water. But it seems to have a very good effect on relieving and or absolving the body of the symptoms of the current health situation going on. So might be something to look into. Just an FYI. Yeah, Darren, I think you'll like it. I really do think you'll like it. You need to try it. I mean, you like Captain, so I think you'll like Bamboo. It's good stuff. It goes down. It's super smooth. So I really like it. I don't, and it's not something like I could probably sit and sip this just over ice. Whereas Captain, I can't do that. I can't do that with any kind of rum. I can't just sip it over ice like you would, maybe a whiskey, a nice smooth whiskey. Yes, modern flu. There you go. But it's an antacid that you take daily, and it works really well to combat the modern flu. So anywho, all right. What are your favorite drinks? Like what? Then take the ice out. No, I don't do. I do not like doing shots. I can't do a shooter. I don't know why. I've never been one to do a shooter unless I'm dared to. Like that's literally the only time I will do one. My husband likes to get into a social situation, and he likes to get people doing shooters of wild turkey. And that stuff is disgusting in itself, let alone the fact that you're doing shooters of it. And he's learned the secret on how to not just all of a sudden get drunk, fall over, you're done kind of thing on it. And he doesn't share that secret with anybody. So it's funny. It's funny to watch these people just kind of fall victim. But, it's all in good fun. So no shots, just straight rum. Yeah, I don't like to sip rum at all. And this Bamboo, I would absolutely do it. So Hi, Jess. Actually, Tony was sipping it, I think, just over ice. Like he really likes it, and he does not like rum at all. So, Lisa, hi, babe. How are you? So, we have talked about holidays and how everybody's holidays went. For those of you just joining us, how were your holidays? Your holiday season? Happy New Year. I love you, girly. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. When is your big adventure coming? I'll just say that. I won't spill the beans. Just when is your big adventure supposed to happen? Maker's Mark and Crown. Yep. I'm not a fan of Maker's Mark, but I do like Crown. Vanilla Crown is good to sip. Apple Crown, not too bad, but I would rather it mix. I'd rather honestly just have it mixed in with my Coke. So my Coca-Cola. Trying to hit the road in February if the roads ever stay open. I know, right? You guys are getting hammered out there. So hopefully you don't get snowed in anymore. But, it is only January, so, and you're at the base of the mountains. Like you're nestled in the mountains, aren't you? Where you're at. Hi, Gary. How are you? Lisa also is just, girl, you are cleaning house. I am so proud of you. You're just like dumping stuff. Like, get rid of it. It's gone. I don't need it. It doesn't serve me any good. It doesn't serve a purpose for me anymore. Just go away. Like, I'm so proud of you for that. That's so awesome. 70-mile-per-hour winds. Holy cow. 3 foot on the ground. Ugh. Okay, it's cold here. Now, for the next week, we're like roller coaster temperatures, but we were down highs barely above 0. So, and we were having negative temps for highs for a while. So, it's just been cold. I am not a fan of the winter anyway, so it hurts my bones. It hurts my body in general. Yeah, Templeton. So yeah, Tony really he likes Templeton. Again, I'm not really a whiskey bourbon type of gal. I'm not. Not that I'm not willing to try it. It's just really not my my drink of choice. So yeah, North Carolina got it too. The weather has just been so wacky lately. It really has. It really has. You're only at 1 foot of snow? Wow. I'm surprised. Quebec is usually, 3-4 feet of snow. Seems like year round. I know that you guys don't have snow typically year round, but I'm really shocked that that you don't have a lot more snow than you do. So it's crazy. Yeah, I think well, they were saying that I'd heard a report. They were talking about how Tornado Alley was kind of shifting, and I thought, yeah, you can't really say that now because we just had tornadoes in December. So, yeah, tornadoes and derechos again in December in Iowa. Nope. Moving to Tahiti. Yeah. I agree. I'm finding that a lot of people are talking up Costa Rica. Like, they are really talking up Costa Rica. I guess Tahiti is super expensive because it's a tourist trap, basically. There's nothing. It's an island. So, isn't it like one of a chain of islands? I don't know that much about the geography, but I do know that there's like it's basically a tourist trap because it's got beautiful waters and all of those fun things. But so tomorrow we're supposed to be up to 35 degrees. Today we were supposed to hit 38. I'm pretty sure we didn't hit 38 here. So, but we've got lows in the negative temps, and it's just a roller coaster for all of next week. So, just checking the weather. I told Tony that I really feel like I need to move. I need to be a snowbird somewhere. I don't mind the Iowa spring, summer, and fall. I don't like winter here. And I don't want to be anywhere in the Midwest or the North in the winter because it's painful. Like, it hurts my bones. So I don't care where, as long as there is zero snow and I don't have to drive on ice. Yeah. Yep. I am extremely afraid of ice, and that's only because of ice, I'm where I'm at. So yeah. Coincidentally, I'm now looking for a new doctor. So yeah, it does. It just makes you ache all over, especially if you have fibro or, some sort of a neurological, anything that's neurological, it's horrid. Well, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. So I personally just think that snow, ice, cold, if you suffer from any type of a neurological issue or a muscle or joint issue, like, cold weather is not your friend. It's really not. But I will tell you that the humidity really bothers me too. So it's the really bad cold, and it's not the heat, but the humidity that hurts my body the worst. It wreaks havoc on my fibro, something fierce. So, I have been noticing I've been having a lot more back pain. So, and with the cold that settles and my sciatica is flaring up. I mean, my sciatica has been really bad the last few days, probably last week, to the point where I am up pacing for, a while, and then I'll go lay down and try to go to sleep, and then the pain is too intense and I have to get up and I'm pacing again. It just sucks. And it hurts to walk on it too, but so I do a lot of pacing, and I do a lot of, swaying my hips back and forth, and, stretching and all that kind of stuff. It just, ugh. Winter is terrible. Summer is terrible. Most of the year is painfully cold and dry, or it's suffocatingly humid. Midwest weather is disgusting most of the year. Yes, I don't disagree with you, Victoria, but I would take it. I still will take the Midwest spring, summer, and fall over pretty much anywhere else. I am stocked up as best I can be. Yep. Call you, you're always pacing? All right. I know you are, girl. You're like climbing the walls. We do have crazy weather swings. I don't know what the deal is with why we're having such, but it's everywhere. everywhere's having just crazy, like Mother Nature is having major mood swings. She says, you people are making me mad, so this is what you're getting. She's not happy. I noticed that I've been watching stuff on Discovery Plus, and I don't know why, but I like those dumb reality shows, like Alaska, The Last Frontier, and that kind of stuff. Just because I like to see the scenery of Alaska. I think Alaska is gorgeous, and I'm like, I really wish that I could handle the weather, the cold, but the last few seasons, the weather has been really wacky up there too. And I did a farm sticker swap with somebody who lives up in Alaska. They actually live on the Kenai Peninsula, and like they're like, this weather has just been up and down, up and down, up and down, even on the Kenai Peninsula. So I don't think that it's unique to just, a region or a state or, even a country. I think it is worldwide. And I do think that things are changing. I think the climate is changing. I think it's a natural cycle. But I don't think that we as human beings help it either. Yeah, the jet stream has been very erratic. It really has. Thank you so much, Daniel. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it. And bless you too. I send you many blessings. That's one thing that I want for everybody. I just want everybody to have some peace and to have some, just some calmness in their life, because I think we've all been crazy this last couple of years. These last probably 3 years has been, things really seem to kind of start at least for me, on a personal level. It really kind of started in 2019, and it has just kind of continued to, and I know it's an ebb and flow kind of thing, but I think that some of the things that people are doing do not help. And I think that people create the drama that the rest of us have to put up with. And I really don't like that. Yeah. So the barometric pressures, this is why I've had so many migraines, is because the barometric pressure really affects my brain injury. And so it creates, and it kind of fluctuates, because if the front moves in, if the pressure changes drastically, very quickly, doesn't matter whether it's high or low, I will like instantaneous vertigo, and like I will get this type of vertigo that I never started experiencing this, like even early on with my brain injury. But I have this vertigo where it's like there's a coin, like the center of my brain all the way through is like on its side on a coin, and it just spins, and it is so painful, and it is just the weirdest feeling. It is the weirdest feeling. And when I talked to the neurologist about it, and I said, it sincerely feels like it's a coin just spinning, and I will get nauseated. It will just almost knock me off my feet. If I'm standing up and I get vertigo, I'm like grabbing for stuff, because I feel like I'm going to fall and all of those things. And my neurologist told me, she said, that is a very good description of that kind of vertigo. She said, I I've never heard it explained that exactly that way. She says, but that's exactly what that vertigo feels like. So I've had a lot of that because we've had such erratic weather patterns that we're just up, down, up, down, up, down. And so I've had a lot of that the last couple of years. And luckily, I have a fantastic neurologist. Yes, I do have balance issues because of it. My brain injury actually causes that for me. So my brain injury is okay, so my official diagnosis was MTBI with chronic vertigo migraine, with and without aura, with what was it? I can't remember. With post-concussion syndrome, all caused by I can't remember. I want to say it was transverse whiplash is what, like, that's my full diagnosis. And then I have fibromyalgia on top of that. I have really bad scoliosis, sciatica, all of these things on top of all of that. So I'm a hot mess, but I'm okay. Got a memo today at work that I have until the 10th to respond to a survey as to whether I've had the jab or not. Oh, at this point, it's really sad that it has come to this, because my children have all been forced to make the decision whether or not they're going to get it, because because Tony and I are at home. We're self-employed. We don't go anywhere. Like we work here at home. We absolutely will not take it. We will fight it. And that may actually be our determining factor on whether or not we end up going to Germany in 2023. So, and maybe by then things will have worked out better. And maybe this whole issue will have worked itself out where the requirements won't be there, or that things will make me, I will feel safer, or I will feel more comfortable with doing so, with taking that. As a nurse, I'm not anywhere near the thought of anti-vax. I'm not, because I absolutely 150 billion% believe that vaccines do save lives. But they don't help in all cases. And when things are rushed, the science is not solid. And I cannot, as a healthcare practitioner, I could not get behind something like that. And while I'm not practicing as a nurse, I'm still a nurse. I still have my licensure. I still worked for it. I'm still a nurse in my heart and soul. And I still keep up on top of all of these things, but I'm just not going to, this is not something I personally will get behind. I just won't do it. And I especially don't want to see children getting it. I don't. I think it is completely unnecessary, but that's my personal opinion. That's my personal thought. And I guess if that gets me, censored or banned or whatever, well, whatever. At least I've said my piece. Yes, I do actually. I do get a lot of vision issues, and so my migraines are they're not all very characteristic. Like, they're not a set pattern every single time. Weather, like I said, weather will set them off. Sometimes it'll affect my vision really bad. So in the last 2 years. So no, I take that back. Last year I got my prescription glasses, I believe. Or was it 2020? It might have been 2020. I don't remember. No, I think it was 21. Anyway, in 2020, I really noticed a change in my vision. And I don't know, I've noticed progression in my vision declining. I've had a lot more floaters, a lot more and when I get my vertigo, my eyes don't typically do the whole, like, that was the one deciding factor that the work comp doctor, when he did his test, he said, "You don't have vertigo because your eyes aren't doing this." And I said, "My eyes don't always do that. Like once in a blue moon, they'll do that. They don't always do that with my vertigo. If I am dizzy enough for a long enough period, and it's like, I'll have it a few times, a few episodes of it in a few hours, and it's enough to knock me on my butt, then I'd say I have vertigo, thanks." And the neurologist that I have, my neurologist is like, "Oh yeah, you definitely have vertigo." So, absolutely, Gary. I mean, I think that we need to stand up for what we believe in. And I don't think that anyone has any right to tell you the way that you should or should not feel or think. If you weren't comfortable with taking, if you weren't comfortable with smoking marijuana, would you do it? No. So if you're not comfortable with taking a shot of any sort, then why would you do it? I just don't think it's been tested long enough. I really truly don't. Literally, everybody that's getting it has had, you're the lab rats. Really, I feel like you are the clinical trials. And they're finding that it's not really, it's not effective against everything, every strain. And so, but there are a lot of facts that are coming out, a lot of convoluted things, like things that they were trying to sell us on in the beginning, and just over the last year and a half, that are coming to light now. And it's like, no, these facts are skewed. They're very skewed. And some of them are just completely untrue. So, agreed. I think it's absolutely a personal choice. If you are comfortable with doing it, do it. If you're not, fight it. Don't do it. It's just like any other, it's a choice that you have to make. You make choices every single day in your life. Why should this one be any different? You make the choice to do it or not. I mean, you make the choice to get up and go to work, or stay at home and lose your job and lose everything you own, right? So, or whatever. You make a choice. You choose what food you're going to eat for the day, what you're going to drink, what you're going to wear, so life is one big choice after the other. and this is no different. I personally don't believe it. If you're comfortable with doing it, do it. If you're not, don't. I'm not here to be a proponent for or against it. My personal choice is I'm not doing it. So, nope. I I don't think so. So, is anybody else like dreaming of garden season yet? Because I am so ready for it. Now that I'm done washing dishes, no poke for me. It's the hill I die on, my personal choice, and it's none of anyone else's business. Bingo. Bingo. It is none of anybody's business. It's your choice. And it is a violation. It's a direct and gross violation of HIPAA laws, frankly, to be asking somebody their status or, in that concern. So, and demanding to see proof of it. Did we not learn anything from history at all, people? I don't get that. I don't think so, Graham. I'm not positive as to what exactly that is. So whatever. It is what it is. If you think there are, obviously nobody's answering you so about it. So I really don't know. So anywho. All right. Well, I think I've been on here quite long enough. I am trying to put myself on a schedule. I agree, Jess. We have not. We sat like people just sadly, very, very sadly, have not learned anything from history. So, anywho, I'm like I said, I'm trying to put myself back on a schedule. And basically, it's funny. There's this trend. They're calling it a new trend. This is not a new trend, people. Block scheduling is not a new trend. And I don't understand why they are trying to say it is. But anyway, there's a lot of people using the block scheduling method again. And I have always used it. So like planning out my day or my month, my week, my month, even my year. I think you do that especially if you're doing something like YouTube and you're putting out content, you're blocking off certain days that you are filming, certain days you are editing, certain times for those things, certain days you're releasing. And, even on social media, you have a schedule and you block that time out that you're going to use in order to put your content out, whether it be on any social media platform. So, Lancaster University in England for 3 years to become a mockler miser. I don't know I don't know what that is. So I don't know what it is. And is it something that's obscure? Like I truly don't know what it is. But back to the scheduling, I'm actually trying to block out times to do pretty much everything in my life. And I'm planning pretty much every second of my day, it seems like. And so things are not, coming out as fast as I've wanted them to. I have really been in a rut when it comes to putting out content on YouTube or even any of the other social medias. I will say that as far as platforms go and putting out content, doing pictures, even small videos, seem to be easier to do on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm dumping Twitter. So Twitter is just a hot damn mess. The new CEO of Twitter does not has been quoted as stating that he does not recognize the First Amendment, and that he, and so all of this misinformation comes out, and people are just starting stupid things left and right. The cat must want in here because he's messing with the doorknob. So I'm pretty sure I'm pretty moderate. I really am pretty moderate. I'm right on some things and I'm left on others. I really truly feel I'm quite moderate, because I'm able to think for myself and look at the, you present me with facts and I'm going to look at them and then I'm going to make my own conclusion. I'm going to draw my own conclusion from that. Yep, that's demon. So, and then I'll let you know where I stand on it, but I'm a firm believer in fact finding. I'm a firm believer in history. I'm a firm believer in science. And I don't think a whole lot of that is going on right now. So anyway, and on Twitter, it's complete. It's just complete idiocy on Twitter right now. So I have not really posted on Twitter at all, and I think I'm just going to dump the platform and delete my account altogether. Deactivate it because I don't use it. I don't like it. And I'm not about to catch myself a ban because I don't agree with the propaganda that's being spewed all over it. So anywho, all right, I'll get off the soapbox now. I'm trying to schedule everything too, but for the last week, I've just been working on this one monster of a video, so the schedule has been suspended. Yeah, right. I know. Yeah, I've been that way too. There's so many things that I want to do, and it's like, okay, wait, now I really have to get into block scheduling, because I have to make myself do stuff. If I'm going to make something successful, I'm going to have to sit down and just do it. I have to devote time to one thing for a set amount and move forward. So, and just try to complete it. And then I can move on to the next thing. And I can still have 150 billion things I want to do and, or, attempt, but, I have to write them down, and I just have to do one thing at a time. So I am actually really good at multitasking, but some things you cannot multitask with. So anyway, all right. I think it's funny how science is always changing, but some people act like everything is written in stone. I know. Yeah. Science always changes, but the great thing about science is that it does change. And this is why science is able to prove theories or disprove theories, and you're able to discover new things and rediscover old things and hopefully turn it into something, modify it kind of thing. So yeah, I've always said, I always make the whole argument about, at the end of all of my statements, when it comes to anything that is science, health related, blah, 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 anything that's science related, I'm like, science, bitches. So I firmly believe in science. I do. So, all right. I love all of you. Thank you so much for being here. And hopefully we are back. I'm attempting to make this back to my weekly event, and I'm going to attempt, I cannot promise, I'm going to attempt to release at least something every week, whether it be, a full-length video or even a short. I'm going to attempt to release something at least weekly. So, just gotta, I gotta challenge myself. But I'm also taking on a lot of other things right now. So, Tony keeps telling me you can't serve, 100 masters. And I'm like, yes, I know this, but I have to try because, I'm only gonna live this life one time, and I'm not gonna remember it in my next, if I happen to have a next life cycle. I'm not gonna remember it. So, you know what? Make the most of it. Well, hi, Lori. How are you, honey? I was just getting ready to get the heck off of here. What are you up to? Well, now I have to stay in chit chat for just a minute. I find out what's going on. Oh, girl, you got to try this rum. It's called Bumbu. Also, I think that you need to send me a message in Messenger or something and give me your number, and then I can at least text you something. I love talking to you. Right. If you think the science is wrong, you can challenge it, test it, repeat it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you just keep testing hypotheses. And once they become hypotheses, once you've tested those hypotheses, they become theories. And then theories become fact. So, just home from work. Oh, heating pad. Uh-oh. Ooh. Hurting. Oh, so did you happen to be working on Music Man? Because it seems like everybody got sick. That is one Broadway show I've always wanted to see, was Music Man. You're back. Yeah. I'm having a lot of sciatic pain, so yeah, my sciatic is crappy. So, but I still stand behind it. Girl, you gotta send me a message. I don't care, send me an email. Send me your number, or maybe I'll just find you and send you an email and send you my number. Because we need to talk. I had to step out, family calling. Okay, well. Oh, you're not working on that one. You're working on, oh, Moulin Rouge. Oh my gosh. How much fun is that? Seriously? Because, like, yes. Oh, that would be so awesome. I'm such a nerd. I'm definitely a music nerd when it comes to that kind of stuff. I love Broadway. Performing arts is just amazing. It's a fantastic way to express yourself, just art in general. But third one for you. Ooh, fun. I am jealous, girl. I am jelly. Wow. I've only been able to see 2 performances in my lifetime, big theatrical productions, and they are the 2 that I wanted to see the absolute most. So I was lucky enough to see Phantom, and I was lucky enough to see Cats. And I saw Phantom at the Des Moines Performing Arts Center. So my sister got tickets for Christmas. She got 4 tickets for Christmas. And it was right around my birthday time. And she goes, so I have 4 tickets. Do you want to go to Phantom? I'm like, Oh my God, because she knows, because I was a choir geek. I loved Phantom. Phantom was the bomb diggity, right? And I'm not even kidding you. I cried through most of Phantom. I cried through most of Cats because I saw Cats at the Orpheum Theater in Omaha, which was me and my sister that went. She drove over to Omaha just to come see Cats with me. I bought her a ticket. I said, this is what I want to do for my birthday, so I want you here. So they drove over, and while we were living in Omaha. And yeah. It was amazing. I cried through most of Cats. I cried through almost all of Phantom just because, and I was singing with it, and I was crying and blubbering as I was singing with it. It was crazy. Yeah, Phantom like a mofo. I love Phantom. You worked on both. I know. You are a freaking amazing woman. I did see Music Man, not on Broadway. You are correct, but I want to see it on Broadway. So Victoria was in Music Man in high school. So she and Kennedy both were in drama ish, I guess. I don't know, was it actually drama? I think it was just the high school musical department. Like, it wasn't, because it was choir. So, but anyway. Oh yeah, Cats. You know, I will tell you, Jess, if I ever win the lottery, like, I will take you to Cats, and I will take you to Phantom. We will go find it. We will go see it because amazing. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the chandelier in Phantom was absolutely stunning. And yeah, I can't even imagine how much that damn thing must have weighed and how much of a pain in the neck and the back and the butt it must have been for you. This music department, we didn't have a drama department, sadly. Yeah. I didn't think so. I couldn't remember. I know that we did God, we did Music Man, and we did Annie Get Your Gun. What other one did we get in? I don't remember. Oh, that's so cool. You saw it in high school. Footloose and Music Man were in high school. Which one did you do in did you and Kennedy do up at college at Iowa Central? I don't remember which one. Or maybe it was just Kennedy. I don't remember. Oh my God. It seems like it was eons ago. I'm not even kidding you. But then it seems like it was just yesterday too. So I was talking with my cousin today. Oh, by the way, Victoria. So I went over and I paid Pete for the 31 stuff for my party. And I had won when she did her show at the VFW, her vendor show at the VFW. I won the raffle. I won the drawing. And then I got a hostess gift for hosting a 31 party online for her. I'm going to show you what I got. Look at that. This was my hostess gift. Or no, this was from the drawing at the VFW. It's a thermal. And Pete's like, oh, I used mine as a purse for a while. Like, heck yeah. And then I got this. I have the big one, It's not in here. That has some of my craft supplies in it. So, yeah. And I don't know, not sure when it's coming in, but so I got a I went ahead and got the mystery bundle because it was like I got a half off item, $20 off of an item, and an insider gift, right? Gift pricing. And the one thing that I wanted from the insider gift was still $78. I'm like, I just can't really afford to do that. So so I got this mystery bundle. I'm excited to see what's in it. I only had to pay $28 for it. So, but it's supposed to have like an $80 value. So who knows? It's probably just a bunch of little totes and things. But I really do. I love the 31 stuff. The brand 31. I will say that I'm not a fan of prices, but it is good quality. So you are paying for quality. Because everything I've ever bought from 31 has been really good quality stuff. I just put it away. I have several of the deluxe totes, and I've got one in there that has dragonflies on it. It's in that closet over there. And for whatever reason, I don't know if maybe the house settled. That closet will not stay shut, so I put my yardstick through there. But my purse that I carry is 31. My wallet is 31. And my purse is freaking adorable because it is it's a herringbone pattern. And I had because you know me and Halloween and skulls and bones and stuff, you know, skull and crossbones especially. But so I could have something embroidered on it. And I don't know what you're talking about, Graham. Anyway, so I had my purse actually embroidered with glow-in-the-dark thread, and it's a skeleton, so it's stinking cute. I love it. No spaces? What? Okay. At Yahoo or come on, man. All right. Well, mine is royal.amethyst.acres at Gmail. So, anywho, all right. I'm babbling. I have nothing else to talk about. I'm just babbling. So, hi, Holly. How are you, honey? Yahoo. Okay. All right. Let me write it down because Firefly Flarm. Woo! I can't believe how many people, like, I still have a Yahoo email account, and I couldn't tell you, what the password is. Like, I don't even have a clue. The kit. What kit? Which kit? I'm not sure what you're talking about, girlfriend. Not afraid to lay the troll hammer, dude. I will show no mercy. Victoria. Graham's being all right. Don't worry about it. Cat? Oh. Well, he was just messing with the doorknob and he kind of meowed at me, but he went on because he knows he's not allowed in here. I'm not allowing the animals in this room anymore, and they don't like that. For whatever reason, they all want to be in this room. The cats all want to lay up on top of everything, because they're cats. But I gotta go through all that stuff. And then Romeo wants to come in here and lay on the rug. I don't know what the deal is. So, hey, it is what it is. No, she's not jealous. She's just not gonna put up with stuff. So, I don't know. Okay, you need to explain to me what a mockler miser is. The only thing I can think of is that it's trolling, but I don't know. So, please enlighten and behave. Just be nice. Like, it doesn't take much to be a kind human being. I don't mind anybody being in my lives. Just be nice. That's all I ask. Treat others how you want to be treated. What are you going to do? So if you want people to be rude and obnoxious and mean, then that's probably how you're going to treat somebody. So, and I would hope that you're not that way. So, anywho. All right. Yes. See, again, my stepmom said, what is it? She posted this thing about this whole long thing about a Texas goodbye. And I'm like, yeah, that's an Iowa goodbye too. So it's just a Midwest thing. It really, truly is. Like, when I say I'm going to go, then it's another hour of talking at another location, or, it just drags on and on and on. So I just need to be done and be quiet. Lori, I will send you an email with my cell number. And Amy, if you're still in here, I will Marco you when I'm done. And hopefully I can see the puppy. And Jess and Terry. Well, Terry, I'll probably text you. It's not, yeah, see, it's just a thing. Like, so technically, they say that your area is part of the Midwest too. So, I think it's just a cultural thing. I don't really know. It might just be a cultural thing that we grew up in that kind of a culture where long goodbyes are super long goodbyes, and I don't know. I want rant time. Yep. All right. Then I'm going to get off of here so I can reply to everybody and talk to everybody and see what's going on. Victoria, I assume you have to work tomorrow, so hopefully you're not Ambien drunk right now. So I know you're not originally from Ohio, but I'm a Yankee. I'm originally from Iowa. So born and bred and raised, man. How cold am I tonight? Well, currently I am sitting at still sitting at 29 degrees, and it feels like 19 degrees. And we have a low of 2. So, anywho. All right. Love you all. Thank you for being here and welcoming me back, and, stopping in to say hello and all that fun stuff. And hopefully you guys can share what your plans are for you, at least for your garden. Like, are you like me and dreaming of seeds and planting and and growing and harvesting and canning? And I just cans all the time. So check my email. Mocklermizing capital of the world. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to look that up, because I don't even know what in the heck that is, dude. I truly do not. Aha, there you are. I got you, girlfriend. All right. So, okay. Love y'all. Wishing you many blessings, and have a good week. And hopefully I'll get some content out this week for you to watch. And I think that's all I got. So anyway, live from the earth and play in the dirt. Bye. Love you.